Hey, how's it going, guys? In this video, I'm just going to be covering the 8 great work habits to building your core foundation for your sales processes so that way you can have a strong mentality and really crush it at anything that you do. So, the 8 great work habits. So basically, I'm gonna go over the acronym so that way you guys can like remember it. So what I always say is it's BBWWHURT. So the first one is anything that you do, you always want to make sure that you're on time. So why am I telling you guys this? Basically, I want you to set a core fundamentals to your sales processes and really start thinking like a owner or an entrepreneur or someone who has a really strong mindset. So if you're always on time, and this is gonna sound silly when I first tell you this now, but I swear to you, throughout your sales career, this is gonna be probably one of the most important things that you guys can think of. If you guys are always on time, you're always going to be ready, right? Steve Jobs, for example. Do you think that Steve Jobs was the type of guy that would show up to work at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Absolutely not. He was probably there before all his guys got there, was ready to go. If you guys are on time, you guys will be the first one there. You guys will be ready to go, and you're going to start excelling at what you do. You also want to make sure you're prepared. So the way I always explain this is imagine if you were going out on I don't know, a hiking trip, right? And you were going to go climb, or you're going to go climb a mountain, right? You're going to go climb Mount Everest. Imagine if you went to go climb Mount Everest and you didn't bring any tools with you, right? You didn't have your pick, you didn't have a backpack, you didn't have a bottle of water, you didn't have any food, right? How successful do you think you would be at climbing Mount Everest? Probably not very successful, right? Yeah, exactly. So basically, you always want to make sure you're prepared. So when it comes to sales, maybe that means taking notes, bringing a notebook, bringing in your sales material, whatever you use. Make sure that whenever you're going to go on an appointment, that you read up on the client or the potential customer before you see them. Right? Always be prepared and be ready, so that way when the opportunity comes your way, you're ready to take it down. Okay. Um, Next one is work a full day. So there was a whole LOA's Law of Average video that I had posted up. If you guys didn't check that one out, I would suggest to check it out. But basically, work a full day means is that you want to get the most out of your actions in a day. So if I know that every day I normally do 100 phone calls or I talk to 150 people or whatever it is, right? And I expect that many results. If it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I started my day at 9 and I'm working till about 5 or 8, it means I should probably work till 5, even if I haven't closed anybody, because chances are that if I work an entire day from 8 or 9 to 5, right, I'm going to close by the time 5 comes around. I have to trust in the systems that I have in place and work a full day, right? Next one's going to be work your territory correctly. So that might mean, if you're on the phone, make sure that you have your area clear, that you got like, if you guys are doing a 2-step sales close, that you have the closer ready by. Make sure that if you're going door to door or going to location to location, make sure that you have your plan of action set up. That you're setting up where you're supposed to be. If you're going to do it face to face in like a tabletop event, you're setting up where you're supposed to be. If you're going door to door, that you want to make sure you have your route ready to go. That you know what doors you're going to hit that day. You have your notes ready, right? If you're doing an appointment over the phones, right, you want to make sure that your areas are ready, you have your numbers ready to go, you have all your paperwork in order, right? Work your territory correctly. It's going to ensure your success. Next one. This is my favorite one. This is what people always get hung up on. Have and maintain a positive attitude. So this is very important. You want to make sure that you are happy, right? If you're not happy, you're not going to close. And I know it could get really frustrating when you're have a negative attitude, right? Or you just hear so many no's, you start getting disappointed. You have to stay positive. Understand that it's a system. Understand that you have to work a full day, like I told you, right? And remember the 80-10-10 rule, right? You're gonna expect those no's. Okay, the no's are gonna come. They're gonna be negative 10% every day. There's gonna be 80% of people that are indifferent. You're looking for the positive people. So just have a positive attitude. So if you guys always have a positive attitude, you're always going to crush it. Next one is understand your opportunity. So understand what it is you're working towards. So I know a lot of salespeople, like it's easy to lose track towards what you're working for. So you want to set proper goals and expectations. So some of that might just be like a financial goal. So maybe you're trying to make like $100,000 a year, or you want to make $2,000 a week or 1,500 a week. You want to understand your opportunity and what's in front of you, and whatever job or maybe even business you have. That's your opportunity to create that income for you, that financial freedom, and even whatever your long-term goals might be. Maybe it's going on vacation, whatever. Understand that you're there for a reason, and you're there to close, and you're there to make more money, right? That's your opportunity. Next one, you want to respect the customer and client. It's really easy to lose a good opportunity. So you want to make sure that whatever customers that you work with, you leave positive feedback. It's much better to have a positive and good rating with your customers than it is to have a negative one. And whatever clients that you're working with, you want to make sure that both on the vendor side and the client side, as well as the customer side, that everyone's positive, right? I can't stress that enough, how important it is to have a healthy relationship. There was a term that they used to say in one of my businesses, they would say the most important customer is the ones that say no, right? So basically the logic behind that is that you want to make sure that the customers that you didn't work with left with a positive experience, right? Because if you have a bad reputations kills businesses, right? You don't want to create that bad reputation for yourself or your business. And then the last one is just take control, right? So everything that you do, you want to make sure that you're driving the bus, right? You're in control of your own situation, that you're dictating your situation. Don't let your situation dictate you. There was another saying that I used to hear all the time is you want to be the thermostat, right? You want to be the one that controls the temperature in the room, the one that controls the mood, the one that's in control of their situation. So everything that you do, you have power to control, right? If you want to make more money, all it means is you got to do more actions, right? You got to make more phone calls. You got to see more people. You got to find more leads, right? You got to do more presentations. You got to focus in on your skills, right? Kind of like watching videos like this or taking courses, right? You have 100% control of where your life is going to be and where you want to be. And that's the importance of kind of like taking control of every situation you're in. So if you guys follow these 8 great work habits and you follow down to a T, I'm going to see you guys closing more people, and I'm going to see you guys hitting your goals where you want to be. Remember the acronym, it's BBWWHURT. If you guys want to write this down, I think it's awesome to have. So be on time, be prepared, work a full day, work your territory correctly, have and maintain a positive attitude. Can't stress enough how important that is. Understand your opportunity, why you're doing this, respect the customer and the client, and then most importantly, take control of every situation, every sale, and you're going to be entering a 6-figure club in no time.